Hello, I'm Vadani Aryam. This video is about my financial coaching program. Let me introduce myself, otherwise you might not know who is this person. I'm Vadani Aryam. I'm a financial coach, online course creator, and an author. I empower others to master authorship, accounting, business management, and online course creation, drawing on a decade of industry expertise. I have written 200 ebooks, 40 books, and 61 online courses. And I also help entrepreneurs and small business owners to learn about reducing debt and creating budgeting, cash flow, and all that. So that helps them to have personal growth, and which also will avoid them making mismanagement in their business. All my clients have achieved considerable amount of financial knowledge, financial skills, money management, and that type of skills they have considerable achieved, and sharing their success stories in working with me. So I often give them free lessons because I want them to become more confident and to run the business successfully. If you do not have proper financial skills, running the business successfully is not easy. I also teach personal finance basics about reducing debt, creating budgeting, cash flow, and also setting realistic goals to achieve emergency funding, reducing debt, and also, if you can, you must start contributing towards your retirement funding. If you're really in need of financial improving, if you really want to improve your financial skills, I think I'm the right person for you. Reach me out, please. So let me start with the financial coaching. Financial coaching involves budgeting, cash flow, debt management, personal finance, finance strategy, money management, financial literacy, and setting realistic financial goals, and also how to build your business credit. Let me start with the budgeting. There are three types of budgets. One is balanced budget, surplus budget, and deficit budget. Balanced budget means your income and expenses are equal. And deficit budget means either you have increased your expenses, or you have not made enough income according to your budget. That's why your deficit budget. Surplus budget means that you have made some income more than your expenses. That's the surplus budget. A budget is an important one for anyone, any individual or the business owners. Mainly business owners. People think the budget is not enough not needed for anyone, because we live a life and we handle the money daily and we manage our income daily, and also our expenses we know. Why not create a realistic small budget for you to follow it up? This is for individuals I'm talking about. Now I talk about business owners. The business owners who had been in the business, they would have created lots of budget, and also they would have financial plans and everything they would have had. So it is for the coming year, the following year, what they do, they will go back and check all their budgeted figures, profit and loss account, income statements, and all the records they will check it. They will either increase the amounts or some amounts they might decrease and create a budget. That's not difficult for them at all because they have done it. What about the newbie? Newbie means when you're planning to start a business, you would have created a business plan. That means you know your expenses, you know your certain amount of income. What you have to do, you have to make assumptions of your income and expenses and create a budget and create a spreadsheet with those amounts. And by the end of the month, end of each month at the starting, as a startup, the first month, what you have to do, add up all your and actuals of income and expenditure and compare with the budgeted figures. Then you should be able to, I have spoken about surplus, deficit, balance budget. So you will know what to do with that budget if you have, depends on what you have got it. This is how you prepare your budget for the, and then sales budget you have to create, check the cash flow. Cash flow must be daily. Budget you must, as a newbie, you must check it monthly. Cash flow, you must check it daily. Cash flow is the backbone of a business. It's important you check it daily and keep it. Deficit cash flow is dangerous. You might start using credit cards. So therefore, ensure that you have a positive cash flow daily. Next one is debt management. Debt management. People are suffering, lots of people are suffering with debts. How do they incur in debts? Because they do not have money management habits, good financial skills. These are the reasons they mismanagement of the money. These are the reasons, and business people also they make mistakes, severe mistakes in business. They run into debts. So you could have debts like credit card debts. The business people will have. They will start when they do not have enough cash flow. What they do, run up and start using the credit cards. That could escalate and put you in more trouble. So you can have debts like credit cards, payday loans, and car loans, medical bills, all those you can have, and the student loan and the mortgage. Student loan and the mortgage is like an investment because you get the student loan to get qualified and get a better job, and that is personal development. You use that for personal development, get a better job, and you can pay that off when you get a better job. The house, the property, the mortgage, value of the property increases and it becomes a wealth in the long run. Only thing both the student loans and mortgages, you should pay on time. Otherwise, you will lose what I have said. And these credit cards, other loans are very dangerous. It can escalate and bring you down completely, and if you are running a business, you might lose the business as well. So when you have credit card loans, what you have to do, prepare a debt management plan. Debt management plans keep all the records of all the credit cards and what is the amount you have to pay, and that's the date you have to pay, and the interest rates on that. Then you have started a plan. Contact the creditors and negotiate with them for the interest, and then start paying one amount. When you start to pay one amount, monthly one amount, then what you have to do, you have to set up a bank account. Never, ever, never, ever miss a payment. Miss payments will give you more trouble. So these are the ways this is called the debt management plan. A lot of people run to the consulting agencies, but they will do the same thing they will do. Why can't you do? Because if you create a debt management plan, if you become good at it and managing it very well, what is the result? You will reduce the debt and you will get rid of the debt, and also you will have you have achieved control over your finances. That is, you have improved in your financial habits. That will stay with you forever. These are the things about debt management. I'm not talking everything in detail because a lot of things I have to talk. And personal finance. What is personal finance? What you get? Personal finance is you, the money you get should be able to pay all your bills and the credit cards, debts, interest, all that you have to. That is the personal finance. The ranges of personal finance is income. You know how much income, net income, take home pay, net income. Spending, you must know, you will know how much you are spending. For example, if I say give an amount, you are getting 6,000, no, $5,000 for a month, and you are spending 3,800 on your personal expenses like housing, mortgage, rent, electricity, other bills, and transportation, food, and all that is 3,800. And leftover is 1,200. What will you do? 1,200. Immediately you have to calculate. You have prepared the debt management plan. So make the payment. Say you are paying 600. And the leftover 600, what will you do? Do not go out with the friends and spend it and enjoy yourself like that. That is not enjoyment. The 600, what you have to do is you have to open a emergency funding account at the bank. But the emergency funding means when you are falling into troubles, you have to get the money out quickly. That means you have to set up a bank like that. You have to set up an account like that with the bank, and you should be able to get it. And if you are not putting all that money, all the 600 in the emergency funding, the rest you can start contribute towards the savings and retirement funding. These are the ways you have to manage the personal finance. Then you know about the spending, then investment. Savings, I have just about talked about savings. Investment is the best way to become healthier, become wealthy in the long run. But at the same time, people make mistakes, wrong investments, and they lose all what they have earned. I have heard about a lot of people like that. So investment means you have to you don't know about investment. Nobody knows about everybody, apart from the investors, nobody knows about investment. So what is the first thing you have to do? If you want to become an investor and you want to have investment, take your time, do your research, read the books. Online courses are there. Read everything. Learn well about the investments. Otherwise, making a mistake with the investment could be possible. Not possible, it's definitely you will make the mistake. You don't need to go for help. Every time you go for help, you have to pay. So instead of that, you learn yourself. It is for you because they will help you at one stage and they will move away. No, because if you start the investment plan, if you create an investment plan, start investing, and also you can monitor it monthly. It might not be a good one. So look out for the better ones and you can move the funds from there. So the people who have helped you, if you have gone for help, people who have advised you, are they going to come back and help you? No, every time they come back, they will charge you. So investment, savings, these are the personal finance, this thing. And also, if your income is not enough to do all this, raise your income, find ways to income, create a side hustle from your home. Say you are having a job, 9 to 5 job, and in the evenings when you come back from work, what do you do? We spend wasting time on TVs and that and this and all that. Start a side hustle. At the start, definitely you will feel overwhelmed, but that is not the case. You will get used to it and you will run the business. And the vital thing essential thing is you should never, when you start a side hustle, Don't think that I have a business and I can leave the job. Never ever leave the job. That is a dangerous thing. If you leave the job and the business also collapse, you will end up with nothing. So run the side hustle for a while, and if it goes very well for a couple of years or something like that, then try to cut down your number of hours you work and then concentrate on improving the business. When you are when you are so confident that your business is making good money, leave the job and move the business from your home. That is, if you continue to run the whole business from home, it will not become that successful. You have to find a location and move your business. These are the things concerned with the business, personal finance. These are all personal finance. And then let me talk about financial literacy. What is financial literacy? Financial literacy means you learn everything about finance. So many people think, I do budgeting, that's enough. That is not financial literacy. Literacy covers budgeting, cash flow, interest rates, credit rating, and debt control, debt management. All that is in financial literacy. Some people think I'm too old. I don't need to be a financial literate. But that doesn't mean that because the age doesn't count. Age is a number. It doesn't affect. You have to be a financial literate at any age. Financial literacy is very important. The financial literacy, some people think it is not for me. It is for the people who make a lot of money, business people. No, it is for everyone. Financial literacy. Financial literacy is a when you become a financial literate, you can have control over your finances, and you can do well in life. In the long run, become a financial literate in the start. Saves children spend money. Children get money from parents, and when they go to school, they spend money. So parents have to teach them how to manage the money. If they don't, some parents will not teach them. If they don't, uh, after a while, the children will have to learn about managing their money, If, financial literacy means how you will manage the money. Become a financial literate. That will help you and the people around you and the future generation. Also, you can pass your knowledge and tell them you have to be a financial literate. Otherwise, we will not. You might face problem in the long run. May run into debts or lose money. The money is a dangerous, can ruin us. But at the same time, if you are careful, it can bring you wealth also. I hope you like this video. Thank you very much. I cannot talk the whole thing because it will take a long time. So I hope you like this video and its understanding. Thank you very much for listening to my video.